For nearly 2 decades, Deadliest Catch has been more than just a television show. It became a window into one of the most dangerous professions in the world: Alaskan crab fishing. When the series first aired in 2005, few people could have imagined the level of risk, drama, and raw humanity it would capture. Unlike scripted television, this show placed real people in front of cameras, and those people faced storms, exhaustion, and sometimes life-and-death struggles on the freezing Bering Sea. Over 20 seasons, fans grew attached to the fishermen and their families, celebrating their victories and mourning their losses. Today, many of the original and well-known stars have either passed away, retired, or are facing new challenges. Others are still at sea, continuing the tradition of fishing that defines their lives. Understanding where these individuals are now offers both nostalgia and insight into the real cost of working in such a dangerous industry, from captains battling health issues to younger crew members finding their way. Each story is different, but all are deeply connected by the sea. Captain Sig Hansen, the longtime leader of the Northwestern, has been one of the most recognizable faces of Deadliest Catch. Known for his leadership, quick temper, and sense of responsibility toward his crew, Sig became a fan favorite early on. However, his journey has not been without hardship. Hansen suffered multiple heart attacks while still active on the show, and in 2016 he had one during filming that nearly took his life. Yet despite those scares, Sig has continued fishing, proving his resilience. In recent years, he has taken a step back from the most demanding work, allowing his daughter Mandy to take on more responsibility aboard the Northwestern. Mandy represents a new generation of fishing leadership, and her father's trust in her shows both his love for family and his recognition that his own health may not allow him to captain forever. Fans admire Sig's strength, but they also worry about him pushing himself too hard. Away from the show, he enjoys spending time with family and often shares updates that remind viewers he is more than just a captain. He is a father, husband, and survivor. Mandy Hansen has become one of the most inspiring figures to emerge in recent seasons. Joining her father on the Northwestern as a teenager, she showed early on that she had the toughness and intelligence to work in one of the harshest industries in the world. Over time, Mandy transitioned from deckhand to co-captain, proving herself to the crew and earning her father's respect. Beyond fishing, her personal life has also been an open book for fans. She married Clark Pedersen, who also works in the fishing industry, and the two have spoken openly about their challenges in starting a family. Mandy has suffered multiple miscarriages, a heartbreak that she shared with the public. But she has not let that stop her from pursuing her dream of captaining the Northwestern one day. She represents both tradition and change, continuing her father's legacy while showing that women can succeed in leadership roles in an industry dominated by men. Many fans see her as the future of Deadliest Catch, and her journey inspires people far beyond the fishing community. Captain Wild Bill Viharski has long been known for his larger-than-life personality, tough, outspoken, and unafraid to take risks. He has been a key figure on Deadliest Catch. In recent years, however, Bill has faced his own personal battle with cancer. His diagnosis shocked fans, especially since he remained on the show while undergoing treatment. During chemotherapy, he lost his hair and visibly struggled. But he continued fishing because he wanted to set an example for his crew and prove his determination. The road has not been easy, but his resilience has inspired many viewers who may be facing their own health challenges. Outside of fishing, Wild Bill has tried to enjoy life on his terms, spending time with his family and occasionally attending fan events. His relationship with his son has also been a key storyline, showing both conflict and moments of bonding. While his health remains a concern, Wild Bill has shown time and again that he is a fighter, both on the sea and on land. Jake Anderson's journey has been one of the most dramatic in the show's history. Fans first met him as a young deckhand, struggling with addiction, family tragedy, and uncertainty about his future. He lost his father and sister under heartbreaking circumstances, and his struggles with drugs and alcohol nearly destroyed his career. However, Jake turned his life around in one of the most remarkable comeback stories. He became captain of the Saga, proving to himself and to others that he could rise above his past. Today, Jake is sober, married, and a father, building the stable family life he once thought was out of reach. His honesty about addiction has inspired countless viewers who see themselves in his struggles. Professionally, he continues to work as a captain. Though the pressures of fishing and television sometimes weigh heavily on him, still, his story remains one of hope, showing that even in the darkest storms, a new course can be found. The late Captain Phil Harris was one of the most beloved stars in the early seasons of Deadliest Catch. His sudden death in 2010 from a stroke devastated fans, leaving his sons Josh and Jake to carry on his legacy. Josh, in particular, became the face of the Harris family on the show, taking over the Cornelia Marie and trying to honor his father's memory. However, Josh's life has not been without controversy. In recent years, troubling reports about his past resurfaced, creating mixed feelings among fans. Professionally, he has struggled to maintain the success of the Cornelia Marie while balancing personal challenges. Despite the controversies, many fans still associate him with his father's legacy, remembering the strong bond between Phil and his sons. For Josh, the weight of carrying on that legacy is heavy, but his journey shows the complicated reality of life beyond the television cameras. Deadliest Catch has also been marked by tragedy, with several cast members passing away over the years. Justin Tennyson, a deckhand on the Time Bandit, died in 2011 at only 33 years old. Tony Lara, who briefly captained the Cornelia Marie, died in 2015. More recently, Malong Reyes, a deckhand, died suddenly in 2020, shocking both fans and his fellow fishermen. Each loss has been a reminder of the fragile line between life and death, not just at sea but in everyday life. Perhaps the most emotional loss was Captain Phil Harris, whose death played out on the show and left a lasting impact on fans. The series has always treated these moments with respect, allowing viewers to grieve alongside the fishing community. These tragedies showed that behind the excitement and danger of the show, real lives are at stake, and every fisherman risks more than just their livelihood each time they head out to sea. As the original captains age and some retire, a new generation is beginning to take the helm. Mandy Hansen is one example, but there are also other younger fishermen stepping into leadership roles. This transition is not easy, as the younger generation must earn respect from seasoned crew members while also facing the same deadly risks. Technology has changed the way fishing is done, but the dangers remain. The show itself has also evolved, highlighting not just the action at sea, but also the personal struggles and family stories that make the cast relatable. Fans continue to tune in because they care about the people, not just the crabs. The future of Deadliest Catch will likely rest on the shoulders of this new generation, who must find a balance between tradition and progress. Their journeys are still being written, but they carry the same spirit of resilience and courage that defined the original stars. The stories of the Deadliest Catch stars go beyond fishing. They are about family, addiction, recovery, health struggles, and survival. For fans, these men and women are not just reality TV personalities. They are reminders of the strength of the human spirit. Watching Sig battle heart disease, Wild Bill fight cancer, or Jake Anderson overcome addiction provides inspiration that extends far beyond television. These are stories about facing impossible odds, falling down, and getting back up again. In many ways, the sea becomes a metaphor for life itself, unpredictable, dangerous, and sometimes cruel, but always offering the possibility of redemption and triumph. Fans who have followed the show for years feel deeply connected to these stories, because they reflect struggles that exist in every walk of life. Whether on the deck of a crab boat or in everyday battles, resilience and courage remain universal. Looking back at nearly 20 years of Deadliest Catch, it is clear that the show has done more than entertain, has captured the lives of real people in one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Today, some stars continue fishing while others have stepped back due to age, health, or personal reasons. Some have tragically passed away, but their legacies live on in the memories of fans. The captains and crews who remain have grown older, wiser, and, in some cases, more fragile, but they still carry the same passion for the sea. New faces are stepping forward, ensuring the show's future while honoring its past. When Deadliest Catch premiered in 2005, it introduced viewers to the harsh and dangerous world of Alaskan crab fishing. Audiences were quickly hooked, not just by the violent seas and brutal storms, but also by the human stories of captains and crew who risked everything for survival. Over more than 20 seasons, fans have celebrated victories, mourned losses, and followed personal struggles as these fishermen built their lives on the unforgiving Bering Sea. Today, many of the most beloved stars have faced health battles, retirement, or tragedy, while others continue fishing and passing their knowledge to the next generation. Looking at where they are now shows both the price of this profession and the resilience of the people who made the show unforgettable. Captain Sig Hansen of the Northwestern became one of the most iconic figures on the show. Known for his sharp instincts and fierce temper, he kept his crew alive through countless storms. But his personal journey has been just as dramatic. Hansen suffered multiple heart attacks, one of them during filming in 2016, which nearly ended his career. Despite these scares, he refused to step away completely. In recent years, Sig has passed more responsibility to his daughter Mandy, who is proving herself as co-captain. Though his health is a constant concern, Sig remains a symbol of grit and determination. Fans admire his courage, but they also hope he takes time to prioritize his family and recovery. His story is one of survival, leadership, and the unshakable bond between a father and his crew. Mandy Hansen represents the future of the Northwestern and perhaps the entire series. Growing up in a fishing family, she learned the trade early and showed toughness equal to any crew member. Her marriage to Clark Pedersen connected her even further to the fishing world, and together they've spoken openly about struggles with pregnancy and loss. Despite heartbreak, Mandy has pressed forward, stepping into leadership beside her father. As one of the few women in the series, she's breaking barriers while earning respect on her own terms. For many fans, Mandy is proof that Deadliest Catch can evolve without losing its authenticity. Her journey symbolizes both continuity and change. Blending tradition with a new vision for the future, Captain Wild Bill Wachowski has lived up to his nickname since his first appearance, bringing boldness and fire to every season. But fans were shaken when he revealed his cancer diagnosis. Even while undergoing chemotherapy, Bill remained active on the show, showing remarkable determination. His visible struggle with hair loss and fatigue highlighted not just the toughness of fishing, but the toughness of the man himself. Outside of fishing, he has worked on improving family relationships, especially with his son. His journey has inspired viewers who face their own health battles, proving that resilience is not just about braving storms at sea, but also fighting the storms within. Few stories on Deadliest Catch have been as raw and emotional as Jake Anderson's. When viewers first met him, he was a young fisherman battling addiction, haunted by family tragedies including the deaths of his father and sister. His struggles with drugs and alcohol nearly destroyed him, but Jake found strength to turn his life around. Rising through the ranks, he eventually became captain of the saga, proving to himself and others that he could succeed. Today, Jake is sober, married, and raising a family, living a life he once thought impossible. His honesty about his past has inspired countless viewers, showing that redemption is always possible. Professionally, he remains under